Welcome in. Let's see if that's good. It is good. Hello, hello. Okay. Yogis, glad that you're here. If you're not here yet, well, I will just wait patiently until you do. But for those of you who are already here, glad that you are. My name is Jeremy. This is going to be your noon Twisty Flow. So we got some twists on the agenda. Not too much more than twists themselves. We're going to do, some stretching and all that good stuff, some flowing, some opening, but twists are on the docket. So twists it is. As far as props or anything, I'll always have blocks with me when I'm doing the home practice, but I'll only use those if I feel like I need them to show you a more presentable, I guess, posture. They're there to bring the ground closer. So if you see that posture and it feels a little wonky in your body without them, try to grab something, see if it changes it. You can use a water bottle, stack of books, whatever you have that's sturdy. Try it out and see, but it's not necessary. I'll give you some cues to change it up if there is a need for adjustment without props. All will be taken care of, no worries there. If you're going ahead and you're already ready, we're gonna start standing. We have a couple of minutes though before we fully start. So if you want to start in a seat, feel free, but we'll start standing. That's really all I got. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, hope you're doing good. Hope you're still taking care of your skin, drinking lots of water, 3 to 4 step skincare routine, at least. Yeah, all the good stuff. It's Monday, right? This is like the reset day. This is like, okay, yeah, we're in it, but we're also at the beginning of it. So you get to choose how the rest of it goes. You're starting it off right if you're already here. You're taking care of your body and your mind, and therefore everything else you encounter after that. So you're on the right track. Glad that you're here. A couple of minutes before we start. Grab anything else you need. I'm gonna make sure I have everything I need, and then we'll reconvene here shortly. Okay. Checked all the boxes. I got all the stuff. Let's meet on your mat, y'all. If you are just now joining, welcome in. My name is Jeremy. We're going to start standing today. So grab water, your mat, it's the necessities, the bare necessities, and then anything else you want on top of that, it's icing on the cake. Come to anatomical neutral. Come to stand. Let your shoulders get a little heavy. Help this natural outward rotation. So turn your thumbs out, palms face forward. Widen out your fingers, and then drive your fingers down towards the ground. Let your shoulders drop. Maybe squeeze your shoulders onto your back as well. So you have this almost like, what are you talking about stance? Like squeeze your shoulders, work your hands down, lift up the top of your head though, so you're getting tall. Squeeze your thighs together without pointing your tailbone up behind you. So find this slight tuck forward, and then can you grow your ribs up from that tuck? Close your eyes if you haven't already. Take in all of your surroundings. Take in the noises. Take in the smells. Take in the temperature, the way it feels on your skin. Take in the way the mat feels on your feet. Become aware of your surroundings without becoming attached to them. Without clinging to what they represent or clinging to how they make you feel. Like a silent observer, just noticing that's a sound. It's familiar, and then moving on. Next thing that you can notice. Take a breath in together. Open your mouth, side out. Do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do it longer this time. Breathe in through your nose. Side out through your mouth. Last time. Breathe in. Side out. Seal your lips, then breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And keep that ujjayi breathing in and out through your nose. Control it just as much, but trap a little bit of inner heat. Almost like a furnace, like a steam engine. Start building up that heat so that you can fuel your practice. Begin to start to get your shoulders involved. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders to your ears. Palms still face forward. Exhale, drop your shoulders from your ears. Do it again. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, drop. One more time. Inhale, pull. Exhale, lower. All right, a little different this time. Inhale your arms out to a T. Your palms can still face forward, or maybe you can flex the back of your hands toward your face. Palms face the walls. Or maybe any other variation that feels good to you. We'll take a breath in here. Squeeze your thighs together so they stay together. On your exhale, open twist towards the right. So twist towards the right. Now your right hip is going to try to go with you. Squeeze your thighs together. Point your right hip forward. And then squeeze your shoulders together more. Use that to resist the squeezing together of your chest. You're using your shoulders to open your chest back up. Keep your arms out to a T. Inhale back through to center. Exhale, twist towards the left. Squeeze your thighs together, direct your left hip forward, bump it to the front wall. Squeeze your shoulder to open up your chest. One more breath. Inhale back to center, and then keep that going. Exhale, twist towards the right. Squeeze thighs together. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to left. Keep that going. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Thighs stay touching. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Bring it back to center. We're going to add on. Inhale, reach up. On your exhale, side bend to the right. Right hand to your leg. Press thigh together. Press right hand into your leg. So you don't just bend and dump to the right. You lengthen up your left side body. Can you press your left foot more into the ground to lengthen? Inhale back through to center, switch. Exhale, side bend to the left. And left hand presses into left leg. Press your right foot more into the ground so you lengthen your right side. Inhale back through to center, and then keep that going. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Again, inhale, center. Exhale, right. Last time, inhale, center. Exhale, left. Breathe in, reach up to mountain pose, different. Exhale, back bend. Squeeze your elbows, squeeze your thighs together, and then try to make your elbows touch on your back to open up your chest, like you're pulling down this bar towards your chest as you bring elbows towards one another. And inhale, reach back up to mountain. On your exhale, Samastahiti, bring your thumbs down to your heart, let your shoulders drop from your ears, lift up your chest into your thumbs. As you take this powerful stance, with all that movement in mind, what's changed? And just like before, when you noticed your surroundings, can you take into account what you feel in your body without attaching yourself to that sensation? Without writing a story about it or remembering a story about it. Just simply noticing. That's a sensation. That's the location. And then move on. Use your breath to change positions. One more round of breath. Let's start a flow, yogis. From here on an inhale, open your eyes, reach up to mountain pose. Palms stretch towards the ceiling. Your exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips, and with a flat spine and a bend in your knees, slowly fold forward over your legs. You can take this super slow to start. We'll speed it up as we continue. You can bend your knees a lot and let your elbows get heavy. You can grab for opposite elbows. You can take your hands to rest on the ground as well. See what this feels like to get some support and release. 3 rounds of breath. I was smiling earlier during those twists. I got some low back pops. Felt good. So if you got some of those as well, hope you enjoyed. If it was shocking, sorry. One more round of breath. Plant your hands on top of your feet. Inhale to a halfway lift. So press into your legs. Take a halfway lift as you bend into your knees. Draw your belly up and in, and then squeeze your shoulders together on your back so you can support the lifted part of your spine. And press away from your legs to lengthen it forward. Breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Keep the bend in your legs. Hinge at your hips. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, halfway lift. Press into your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, high plank. You got your strong high plank. Stack your heels on top of your toes. So you're going to press your feet into the ground, heel stack, and then press the ground away with your hands. We're going to take this into a side plank, so you have the option to lower your left knee down to the ground and then roll to the left for side plank, so your right foot can stay down. If you want to take this further, step your left foot long and straight, and then stack your right foot on top. This still feels like a lot. You can take your right foot down. Find support with left shoulder stacked on top of left wrist. 2 more breaths. When you try to drag your left hand towards your left foot, press the ground away with whatever's touching the ground. 1 more breath in, and exhale back down, high plank to your other side. Again, right knee down to the ground, maybe to start, see how that feels. What about straightening out your right leg, straightening out your left? If that's too much, left foot down as well. And there's always a stopping point with whatever pose we've taken, so make it about you. Find that stopping point somewhere you can rest, or rather stay with the challenge. 1 more breath in. And exhale back to high plank. From there, shift forward, shoulders come past your wrists, lower all the way down to your belly. Flip to the tops of your feet on an inhale, cobra pose. So you press to your feet till your kneecaps lift, maybe your quads lift, and then lift your chest off the ground. Squeeze your shoulders together, take another breath in. And then exhale, relax down, forehead to the ground. We're going to keep that going, breath to movement. So zip your legs together. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your chest, cobra pose. Exhale, release down. Twice more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift and pause. Maybe lift your hands. Maybe lift your feet. Maybe extend your arms in front of you. Start to turn on your shoulders as well. But drive your pelvis into the ground. Squeeze your legs together. Breathe here for 3. For 2. Last 1. Take a breath in. And then exhale, bring your arms out to a T. Take your left cheek to the ground. Kick your right heel to your glute. Roll to the left. Scorpion stretch. And as long as your left wrist and elbow are in line with your shoulder, you should be getting a nice stretch on the left. If you want to take this further, step your right foot a little closer and then bend your left leg. Begin to roll more on towards your spine. If this is a lot, take it back to that original position. There's nothing wrong with it where you were, especially if you're still able to breathe there. If you take yourself somewhere that you can't breathe, you're doing yourself a disservice. Come back to you can breathe. Allow that to make more space. And then you can revisit that point later. Inhale, come back through to center. Right arm out towards a T. Kick your left heel to glute. Roll towards the right. Same thing. Stay here. If this is good, you can press through the ground with your left hand. Just a little more pressure to the right. Or bend your legs. Begin to roll more on towards your spine. Feel the stretch through your right shoulder rather. Last 2 breaths. Unravel back through center. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Either press back onto your knees to child's pose, or press up to a downward facing dog, and then drop your knees to child's pose, but allow yourself to get heavy for a moment. Come back into a sense of newness for your class. Allow yourself to find something within this, even if it's familiar, something that can surprise you with how joyous it can be. A shape, just as in something as simple as a sunrise. Find your joy. When you're ready to move, shift forward, tabletop, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Hips up and back, 5 rounds of breath. If you want stillness here, hold stillness. If you want movement, pedal out your feet, maybe mix of the 2. I found myself getting so excited the other day at canceled plans. I can't tell you how happy it sometimes can make me, especially when it's something that you don't really want to go to in the first place. Oh man, that sense of joy of, oh my gosh, I have so much time now to do something I actually want to do. I feel like that's one of the best feelings. So that was my sense of wondrous joy, a surprising amount of joy. When you're ready to move, bend your knees, inhale, look forward. On your exhale, travel forward, step walk or hop. Halfway lift, breathe in, fold on your breath out. On your inhale, mountain pose, reach your hands out and up. On your exhale, arms out towards a T. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, twist towards the right, hips stay facing forward. Inhale back to center, arms stay to a T. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Arms reach up, and then exhale, side bend towards the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend to the left. Press your right foot down. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, back bend. Squeeze elbows to ribs. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. All right, a little different this time. Then take a side plank to the left. So your version of side plank. Breathe in, reach up. On your exhale, stay or thread the needle. Reach your right arm underneath your left. A little twist through your spine. Inhale, reach your right arm back up. Exhale, twist. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Last time, inhale, reach up. Exhale to twist. Inhale, reach back up to side plank. Exhale, back to high plank. Straight to the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Either stay or exhale, thread left arm under. Inhale up. Exhale under. 3 more times through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, high plank. Shift forward, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Lower halfway down or less. Inhale, upward facing dog. You can keep cobra going if you'd rather. Either stay here for a full round of breath, dragging your heart forward, squeezing your glutes so you protect your low back. Down dog on an exhale. You can roll up and over your toes, or you can tuck your toes to press back. 2 rounds of breath. Drive through your palms to stretch your legs further. Let's flow that again. Breath in, bend your knees. Breath out, step or hop forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, arms to a T. Last time through like this. Breathe in. Exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale, back. Exhale to the left. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Press through your left foot. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Press through your right foot. Inhale, mountain, different. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale. Plant your hands, step it back. Last time through, side plank to the left. Option to stay here or adding on, taking it to a side oblique crunch. I want you to pull your right elbow to your right knee. Try to make them touch. Press through your left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull elbow to knee. We got that 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high plank to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. 3 more times. In, out, in, out. Last time, in, out. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high plank. Shift forward, breathe in. Chaturanga, flow on your breath out. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Step your feet together, bend your knees. Let your heels drop to the left. Press your hips up and back to the left. Now with your knees bent, heels lifted, look to your right hand, then press more into your right hand until you feel your right ribs start to stretch more. Let your hips drop closer to your heels. Powerful through your hands. 2 more rounds here. And come back through to center. Let your heels drop to the right. Same thing. Bend your knees. Press through both hands and look to your left hand. Press more through your left palm. Drive it forward. Stretch through your left ribs. Come back through to center. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale. Straighten your legs on your exhale. We're staying in down dog. Lift your right leg high, breathe in. On your exhale, bend your legs, stack your hips. So get your openness to your right side. If you can draw circles, this can be a good first avenue to take. And then you can further it as you go. Come back to a 3-legged dog, breathe in. On your exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Hold here for 2 rounds of breath. Squeeze your knee high to your chest. Squeeze your heel high to your glute. And then inhale back to 3-leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through to your hands. All right, from here, left hand stays down. Twist your right hand up. Okay, left palm is flat on the ground. Rather than your bicep facing towards your right leg, spin your bicep to space forward. With that spin, that's got a strong activation of your shoulder. Now begin to pull your hand towards the back of your mat so you pull your chest forward. Start to stretch more through your right glute. Keep pressing through the ground with your right foot. Resist that pulling. Breathe in. Exhale, both hands down, pyramid or modified pyramid pose. So either straighten your right leg and keep your left heel lifted, or step your back foot forward so your heel can touch. Both legs straighten in this nice pyramid shape. Now, options here. You can round your forehead toward your knee. You can get really passive. Strong legs. Again, press inner thighs together. So scissor them towards one another. Squeeze thigh to thigh. Right hip back, left hip forward. Or you can take this active. Keep a straight spine. Hands to the ground, maybe hands to your leg, maybe hands to your blocks. Straight spine so that you can lengthen out. You can draw your belly up and in. Pull the top of your head to the top or the front of the room. All right, we're going to make this shape revolved as well. Left hand to the ground, either inside of your right foot, and reach your right hand up. So find your twist. Or if you want further, left hand on the outside of your right foot, then reach your right hand up. Strong legs to press against one another. Drive your feet down, pull your chest forward. Last breath. Stay for your inhale. And exhale, both hands down. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, reach up, kneeling crescent lunge. Same thing here. Try to drag your right heel backwards towards your left knee. Pull your left knee forward to lift your chest higher. So activate your legs to grow everything above them. Another breath in. And exhale, half splits. Right leg straightens. So this can be your half splits. Strong, lifted. Pull your right hip back. You can have hands to the ground. Strong, flat back. Or you can, again, round your forehead towards your knee. So deepen what you were feeling in your pyramid pose. In your glute, flex your toes to your face. Can you feel this in your calf? Can you press your right heel down into the ground and forward? Feel this more through your hamstring as well. And then check in with your teeth. Are they glued to one another? Can you separate them? And breathe with softness. 2 more rounds. Shift forward on an inhale, reach back up, kneeling crescent lunge. And your exhale, both hands to the ground, tuck your back toes, lift your knee, 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts, bend, step, draw your circles, and if you're already ready for it, flip your dog. I'm going to say draw circles up. You do you. We'll meet back in down dog if you want a vinyasa. Take a vinyasa, clean the slip. If you don't, down dog is where we meet. Full breath. And left side, breathe in. Bend your legs, stack your hips. Make your shapes. Draw circles, make them smooth. Reverse them. These can be as big or as small as you need. Come back to 3-legged dog. Inhale. Knee to nose on your exhale. Again, knee to your chest, heel to your glute. 2 rounds of breath. And then inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg strong and lifted. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through to your hands. Right hand stays down. Twist your left hand up. Squeeze thigh to thigh. Pull your chest forward. Drag your right hand towards the back of the mat. Squeeze shoulders together. And use your strong shoulders to open up your chest. The more you open your arms, the more your chest is going to resist, right? Especially if you sit or drive a lot. Chest is going to become overactive. Back becomes underactive. Squeeze it to open it. Activate it. Let your chest open. 1 more breath in. Exhale, both hands down. Pyramid pose. Again, modified. You can keep your feet where they are. Just straighten your legs. Right heel lifts. Step your foot forward for more traditional version. You to the side. Rounded forehead. Rounded back. Or strong legs. Strong straight spine. Pull it forward. I love so much about yoga is how modifiable it is. You can come in thinking that you want to move so much. When you get your body in the positions, if you're listening to it, it may tell you something different. Try a little more stillness. You can take as much activation, pressing, lifting, engaging, or passive. One more round of breath. Strong legs, either shape that you have, and then take it to your revolved. Right hand down, left hand up, either inside of your foot, maybe to a block, or maybe outside of your foot. The wider your feet are away from one another, more like train tracks, the more stability you'll have for your shape. So the less you have to rely on your hands, the more you can rely on pressing the ground away and revolving your spine. Last breath in, open up. Exhale, both hands down. Bend your left leg, plant your palms flat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts, bend and stack. And whatever you want to do to even out, if that means flip dog or wild thing, take it away. Once back and down dog, if you want to vinyasa, shift forward, flow. If you want to skip it, skip it. Down dog's where we meet. All right, right leg high, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose, just like we started. Inhale back to three leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through to your hands. High crescent lunge. Hands lift off the ground first, and then extend up. So reminiscent of your kneeling crescent lunge, except rather than kneeling, lift it. Arms extend up high though. Spread your fingers wide away from one another, and then drive them up. Drive them up without disappearing the space between your ears and shoulders. So not squeezing up, extending. From there, take a breath in, and then exhale, Lightning Warrior. Strong, same shape through your legs. Swing your hands down and back, then lean your chest forward. So there's a line from your left heel, all the way up your leg, your spine, to the top of your head. So slight tuck of your chin down. Squeeze arms towards one another, like you've got this cape on. Grab that cape and then extend it out. Catch as much air as you can. 2 more rounds of breath. Can you lean a little further forward? Lift high onto your back tiptoes. All right, big movement on your next inhale, chair pose. So shift your weight into your right foot, step your left foot forward in your chair. Now, I landed in a wonky shape, so move and adjust as much as you need to get your strong chair. Knees together or separated, just as long as you can see your toes, and they're doing the same things. If feet touch, knees touch. If feet are apart, knees are apart. Draw your belly up and in, just like mountain pose. Slight tuck of your tailbone forward underneath you so that your hip points lift and there's more support from your low back. Glutes are turned on, arms extended up above you. Take a breath in, then prayer twist on your exhale. Palms touch, bring them to your chest, then twist your left elbow to your right knee. Now once you've got an elbow to touch your knee, look at your left knee. It may be pulled past your right. I want you to even them out. Pull your left hip back, belly up and in, try to lift it off of your lap. Press more into your hands to rotate your spine. And work your hips low in line with your knees if at all possible. And at the same time, grow your ears forward away from your hips. Try to create as long of a spine as you can create. Now we're going to take a big movement here. Press your knees firmly together. Walk them together if they're not already. And then shift your weight into your right foot. Bring your left heel, kick it to your glute. Take a breath in this almost flamingo-like shape. And then exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Keeping the revolved touching, step your left foot to the back of your mat. You're in your revolved crescent lunge. Same shape with your torso. This left leg is back. You've got 3 more rounds of breath here. In the fire building in your right leg, be there completely with it. How calm can you show that fire? Last round of breath. And then inhale, high crescent lunge, up through center. Straighten your right leg, palms to your heart, pyramid pose. You can keep your left heel lifted for modified pyramid, or you can step it forward, both heels connected, but again, straight legs, fold into your pyramid.
3 rounds of breath. Squeeze thigh together. Can you rotate your right hip back? If you feel some resistance there, I want you to be able to breathe into that resistance. Last full round. All right, bend into your right leg. Step your left foot back. Palms flat to the ground. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, high, different. Exhale, cross to your left tricep. Try to touch it. Inhale, back to 3-legged dog. Bend your legs, stack your hips. Option to stay and open up or flip into flip dog or wild thing. 2 breaths. Back to 3-legged dog, inhale. And then chaturanga on your exhale. Shift forward, maybe keep your right heel floating for ekapada. Go through your vinyasa. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Alright. Let's try that on this side as well, shall we? Left leg high, breathe in. We stacked on the first time. Let's take it here if not. Draw a couple circles. And then reverse. Alright, when you're ready, 3-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, 3-leg again. Exhale, cross to your right. Inhale, 3-leg. Exhale, low lunge, step it through to your hands. High crescent lunge. Float your fingers. Inhale, both arms up. Back heel lifted high, front knee bent so that your front thigh can get as parallel towards the mat as it can. So rather than being straight, going at a diagonal, straight as you can. Parallel. Breathe in. Exhale, Lightning Warrior. So arms reach back. Hinge at your hips to lean your chest forward. Squeeze your shoulders together. So arms extend out, maybe fingers extended, maybe bent like you've grabbed your cape. Last round of breath. Feel the weight in your left leg. Rely on that weight. Inhale back or to a chair pose. Step forward, arms reach up into your chair. And again, where you land doesn't be after where you stay. Adjust your chair, knees and ankles. Do the same thing. Slight tuck of your tailbone. One more round of breath. Take your inhale. Exhale, prayer twist towards the left. Right elbow to your left knee. Press them in together. So elbow into knee. Press your knee right back into your elbow. Pull your right hip back. Lengthen your spine. Full breath. Shift your weight to your left foot. Flamingo. Kick your right heel to glute. Take a big breath in, strong and powerful. Exhale, step it as far to the back of your mat as you can. Revolved Crescent Lunge. Press elbow to knee. You're still pressing knee into elbow. It's like you're trying to drive your leg to the outside of your mat. That's going to create that resistance. You get to twist against that resistance, with that resistance. Last full breath. Inhale, high crescent lunge up through center. Straighten your legs. Exhale, pyramid pose. Again, modified, heel lifted, or step it forward. We're going to adjust this as we go. This will be the last time that we're in this pyramid. You let yourself get strong with your legs, passive with your upper half. Last round of breath. And bend your left leg, step your right foot to the back of your mat, palms flat. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to your nose. Again, inhale high. Exhale, cross to your right. Inhale, 3-legged dog, pause, bend, stack. Either draw circles or flip. Full breath. Back to 3-legged dog and then chaturanga. If you want to take the ekapada, keep your left leg lifted. We meet in down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Shift forward to a high plank, lower down to your knees. Tabletop, and then 3 rounds of cat-cow. Feel these full rounds of cat-cow. Just notice how this has changed within these few minutes together. Once that feels even, downward facing dog. Alright, so we're going to take that flow, we're adjusting it just a bit. I'll cue you through the changes. Make this about you. And if you need a moment to yourself, pause. If you want to take longer in any pose, same thing. Stay as long as you need. You catch up to us, we'll be here waiting for you. From 3-legged dog, right leg high, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose. Again, inhale 3 leg. Exhale, cross it towards your left tricep. Try to touch. Inhale back to 3 leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through to your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Both hands reach up. Exhale, lightning warrior. Arms back, chest forward. So it's inhale, chair pose. Step your left foot forward, arms reach up. Exhale, prayer twist towards the right. Full breath in. Full breath out. So inhale, squeeze your left heel to glute. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, step it back. Full breath in. Twist on your breath out. Inhale to a high crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. We'll start to add on. Pause in your warrior 2. Press your feet in 2 opposite directions so that you widen out your front of your hips, your inner thighs. Deepen into your lunge. Again, the goal is to have your front thigh parallel to the mat. So if you feel like it's still a little lifted in the back, see if you can deepen without your knee going past your toes, or past your ankle really. Walk your toes forward if you have more space. Alright, on your next breath in, reach your right hand up, reverse your warrior first. Let's keep a bend in your right leg. So stretch your right hand up. Can you press through your left hand into your left leg? And then straighten your right leg. Take a big breath in to reverse your triangle. Then exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward, tip your hips back. Point your tailbone to your left heel. And lower your right hand down. The right hand isn't necessarily a support, so you're not dumping into the right side. Squeeze your thighs together. Try to lift your right hand off of your right leg. Keep your core right where it is. Your right hand can touch your leg, but it's just to rotate. It's pressure to rotate your left shoulder up. Not necessarily just to hold you up. It's not a weight bearing. 2 more rounds of breath. And then inhale, reverse triangle. Now for this reverse triangle, I want you to lift your right toes off the ground, so you're on your right heel. Turn them to the left, so that all 10 toes point towards the left side of your mat. Breathe in, look to your right hand. On your exhale, wide-legged forward fold. So bring your right hand towards the back of your mat first, and then follow that trajectory to wide leg forward fold to the left. We're going to take this a little further, but for 5 rounds of breath, I want you to find an active version of this pose. So that can be pressing hands to the ground to pull your chest forward like a halfway lift. That can be walking your hands back and then dragging the top of your head closer to the ground, chest closer towards your lap. So again, create activeness here. Activity, yes, activeness. And then the next time we get here, we'll find some passive. 2 rounds of breath. Come back through to center, take a halfway lift, and then low lunge to the top of your mat. And before we move on, so you got your right leg framed with your hands. Step your left foot about halfway up your mat, and then turn towards the right. So you're on the outside of your right foot and the outside of your left foot. Your right thigh is crossed on top of your left, and then lower your sit bones in between your heels. Thank you, David. Took his class yesterday. Realized I don't do enough twists. So I present twists.
So you've got both sit bones on the ground, right? Dope. Your feet can move to where they're either in line with one another, completely parallel, but if your sit bones lift, either adjust your feet until they touch, or take a blanket, pillow, towel, something, stuff it underneath your right sit bone. All right, right leg over, right arm under, cross your arms, and then press your fingers forward. Elbows will come more towards your knee, but again, still some activity, some stretch through the right shoulder. And then start to draw some circles with your elbows. After a few rounds and you feel some space open up, reverse your circles. And then see if you can, again, make some space open up within those rounds. All right. Release that compression of your arms. Take your hands out to the side and then fold forward over your legs. Both sit bones stay down. Feel the pressure of your chest towards your lap. Use that pressure. Widen out your legs, any stretch through your outside of your hips, your glutes. All right, come back through the center. We're going to retrace your steps. So hands to the top of your mat. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps back. Palms flat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg high. Exhale to your nose. Inhale high, exhale to your left. Inhale, three-legged dog, pause, bend and stack, option to flip. All together, breathe in. Exhale, hands down if you want to vinyasa flow. If you would like to skip, skip it. Full breath in, full breath out. All right, left leg high, breathe in. Bend and stack on your breath out. And then inhale back to three leg. Exhale to your nose. Inhale high. Exhale cross to right. Inhale three leg. Exhale low lunge, set to hands. High crescent. Inhale reach up. Exhale lightning warrior. Arms back, chest forward. Inhale chair pose. Feet together, arms up. Exhale, prayer twist towards the left. Full breath in. Full breath out. All right, inhale. Kick your right heel to glute. Press knee into knee. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Step back with control. That pressure of your knee into your elbow helps with that transition from front to back. One more full breath. And then inhale, high crescent lunge up through center. Exhale, warrior two. Open up. Same thing, how much fire can you build in your legs by pressing them apart? Again, if you're pressing them apart and your front knee is behind your ankle, try to see if you can stack it on top and then keep maintain that pressure and then maintain your breathing within that pressure. One more round of breath. And then inhale, reverse your warrior to start. Keep the bend in your legs, feel more fire build. Can you press your left knee forward? And then straighten your left leg, reverse triangle. Squeeze thighs together, point your tailbone towards your front heel. Breathe in. Exhale, triangle pose. Point your tailbone to your back heel. And then lower left arm down, right arm up. And reverse bear hug. Try to touch the back of your hands together. So press left hand into your left leg. Press your leg back into your hand. Last breath. Inhale, reverse your triangle. And then lift your left toes. Turn them towards the right. Breathe in, look to your left fingertips. Exhale, fold. Follow the gaze towards the back of your mat to fold. All right, we were active last time. Let's get passive. Slight bend in your knees. Grab for opposite elbows. And then let your elbows get heavy. Let the top of your head get heavy. Let nothing but the strength of your own legs, the stack and the support, hold you up. Everything from your hips and above, now below, it becomes soft and supple. Your breathing, your thoughts. One more round of breath. Let your hands flat on the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, low lunge back to the top. Frame your left foot. Step your right foot about halfway up. Spin towards the left. And then bring your sit bones down in between your heels. And again, you can adjust here however you need. Just get both sit bones down. So whether that's walking your left foot further to the right, moving your right foot further forward, whatever allows your sit bones to be down. You don't have to use your hands to support you. And you're not straining to keep that hip lifted. Right? Everything's strong. All right. Left arm under, right arm on top this time. Take a breath in, reach or press your hands forward, fingers towards the ground, and then draw your circles. I believe that's right at that. Left arm on top. Left leg on top, left arm on top. Take your circles. Press your arms forward, find that bit of resistance. Reverse. When that feels good and even, take your hands out to the side or take your clasp and then fold it forward. For me, I like a little pressure here. You can find yourself passive as well. Last full breath. Make your way back through center. Retrace your steps. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale high. Exhale, cross to right. Inhale, three-leg. Bend and stack. Flip if you'd like. Breath in. Exhale, hands down, flow. Your way back to down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. All right, last time through, we're going to take it all together, and then we get to move on. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth, side out. Breathe in, seal your lips. Exhale through your nose. All right, last time, right leg high. Breathe in, yogis. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale high. Exhale, cross to left. Inhale, three leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale to high crescent. Exhale, lightning warrior. Inhale, chair pose, step forward. Exhale, prayer twist towards the right. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left heel to glute. Flamingo your legs. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Again, full breath in. Twist on your breath out. Inhale, back to high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, reverse triangle, right leg straight. Stay for your breath in, get longer. Triangle pose on your breath out, point your tailbone back. Full inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle, right toes lift. Exhale, wide-legged fold towards the right. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold deeper on your breath out. Maybe drag your hands to the ground so your head gets closer. Halfway lift, inhale. Low lunge, exhale, top of your mat. Again, step your left foot forward, spin towards the right, come to a seat, both sit bones down. This time, take a breath in, reach your hands up. On your exhale, hands to the ground, fold over your legs. You've got 3 rounds of breath here. For 2.
Last one. Inhale, come through the center. Walk your hands back towards the top of your mat. Step your left foot to the back. Three-legged dog. Right leg high. Inhale. Exhale to your nose. Again, inhale high. Exhale, cross to your left. Hold. This time, extend your foot planted on the ground. Inhale to a fallen triangle. Left hand reaches up. 3 breaths here to reverse that fold you just have. Open up your front line of your body. Last inhale. And then exhale, hands down, step back to plank if you want to flow. It's your time. Down dog together. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last side, left leg high. Exhale to your nose. Inhale high. Exhale, cross to right. Inhale, 3 leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, lightning warrior. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Full breath. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, right heel to glute. Flamingo your legs. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Step back with conviction, control. Full breath in. Twist on your breath out. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, reverse triangle. Stay for your breath in. Triangle pose, breath out. And full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Turn your left toes to the right. Exhale, wide-legged forward, fold towards the back and then to the right. Breath in. Deepen on your breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Low lunge, top of your mat, exhale. Step your right foot forward, twist to the ground, all the way to the left till your sit bones touch. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs, 3 rounds of breath. Even as you fold, both sit bones stay touching. That left hip is tricky, especially if you've got tight hip flexors. It wants to lift. Hold it down. Right? Tough love. One more breath. Back up through the center. Retrace your steps. Right foot steps back. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale to nose. Inhale, 3 leg. Exhale, cross to right. Hold, extend, plant. Inhale, fallen triangle for 3 breaths. Drive the ground away for 2. Last 1. All together, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step it back to plank. Flow if you want it. Skip if you don't. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward, bend your knees. Malasana, step forward on your breath out. Heels point in, toes point out. Come into your low yogi squat. Here we are. 5 to 8 rounds of breath. If you're feeling this, stay. If you want to go further, you're already setting yourself up for crow pose. Just toe heel your feet in, lift your tiptoes, lift onto your tiptoes so your heels are high, knees high into your triceps. And then lean forward. Feel the weight shift more into your fingertips. And then try to kick one heel to glute. And then maybe try to kick the other heel to glute. Maybe alternate between the 2. Subtle switches left and right. Squeeze heel to glute. You're here for 3. For 2. Last 1. And then step or float back. Your way through vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Lift onto your tiptoes, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Let yourself sink. Trust in the work you've done. Thank yourself for the work you've done. Just as much, thank yourself for the work that you passed on. The things that you mindfully said no thank you to. When you're ready to move, shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. Once you've gotten yourself onto your belly, take your left forearm to the ground and press up onto your left forearm, just for a moment.
Take your right arm, slide it underneath so you're threading the needle with your belly already on the ground. Once your right shoulder is on the ground, bring your forehead down and then take your left arm, extend it alongside your body. Left side. And then any tightness on your right side is going to try to resist your left shoulder rotating down. So rather than focusing on your right side pressing down, can you focus on the subtle external rotation of your left shoulder closer to the mat? Let that be the catalyst for softening on your right side, almost like you're tricking yourself into softness. 4 more. Last full breath. All right, left forearm back to the ground. Press into the ground, lift your right arm up. We'll take a Sphinx pose in between to reset. So elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms to the ground. Squeeze your thighs together, press the tops of your feet firmly into the mat. Then try to drag your hips forward. So you're pulling your chest forward as if there was a belt securing you to the ground at your hips. Tops of your feet pressed down as if they're glued there. So you're creating a strong back, strong legs. And then can you pull your chest forward away from that? Full breath. All right, release the pressure. You're already halfway set up. Slide your left forearm underneath, or your arm underneath your right. Shoulders to the ground, forehead to the ground, and then right arm alongside your body. Both hips point to the mat. Work to get your right shoulder pointing down as well. And this gets so intense, especially after a few rounds of breath. I'm like, okay, that's intense. And then like 4 breaths later, I'm like, holy shit. So if it started to intensify, notice if you stopped breathing as deeply. See if you can still maintain that breath. Last 2 rounds. And only when you're ready, only when it feels just as even. So if that takes 5 minutes, stay for 5 minutes. When you're ready, right forearm to the ground, press down, lift off your left arm, Sphinx pose, 1 more time. Elbows parallel, underneath your shoulders, squeeze your glutes, pull your heart forward. Press the ground away to lift your chest away from the ground, press your pubic bone down, and then drag forward. And then without looking to the ceiling, I want you to drag the top of your head to it. Gaze faces forward, top of your head lengthens up. Breath in, and exhale, release down. Take one of your cheek to the ground, take both arms alongside your hips, and then just a little hip shimmy. Wiggle left and right, like you're letting some bugs pass underneath your hips one at a time. When that feels good, floor bow. Kick your heels to your glutes, grab the outside of your feet. Zip your legs together, bring your chin towards the ground. All right. Squeeze of your thighs is going to stay the entire time. Take a breath in. On your exhale, kick into your feet, floor bow. So kick into your feet, lift your chest, then lift your thighs off the ground. So this is a nice low floor bow. This can be enough. This is about power. Press your feet to your hands, pull your hands into your feet, feel them lift in the middle from all that power. Knees don't separate though. That's way easy, and that can be bad on your back. Squeeze your knees together, press more into your feet. Breathe for 3. For 2. Last 1. All together, take a breath in. Release your feet without moving anywhere. Exhale, release down. Woo, buddy. Take your opposite cheek to the mat, and then 1 more time. Wiggle your hips left and right. Let your hips lift. Little beetles pass underneath one at a time. That feels good. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Press up either to a high plank or to a downward facing dog. Just long enough to walk your feet forward, top of your mat, come to a seat. Legs straight out in front of you. This is normally where I would be doing some sort of pigeon. We're not doing pigeon today though. We're doing a variation of it. So if you want pigeon and you know what it is, go for it. If you don't know what it is, don't worry about it. We're going to do something just as good. So figure 4, right ankle over your left knee. This can be intense. If you don't foam roll, or if you got a lot of tension, a lot of lactic acid built up in your calves, or your quads rather, this weight here, this pressure could feel really intense. So you can take a blanket, block, I wouldn't say a block, but blanket, towel, pillow. That's what I was thinking. But right knee, with the strength of your own right leg, press it down. So the tendency for hip flexors to activate is for it to lift and press it down. So press right ankle into your right leg or left leg, right knee presses away. From there, both hands reach up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. So notice my back starts to round. When you feel that, I want you to straighten up. That's your edge for today. So it's where the stopping point where everything is straight. Arms straight, spine straight. One more breath in there. Then exhale, hands to the ground and round forward. Now remember, you're still taking the pressure of your right knee, press it away. If you want to go further, you can grab your left foot with your right hand. Take your right hand, press your right knee down away. So left hand, left foot, right hand to right knee, press your knee down. This is more towards the thigh part, inner thigh, so you're not directly pressing down on any joints. But as long as your right foot's flexed, you shouldn't be putting any undue pressure on your ankle joints. Just breathe to expand your belly, fill it up as much as you can. 2 more rounds of breath. All right, to counter this, inhale back through center. You're going to keep your figure 4 legs. Bend your left leg, plant your foot on the ground. Palms to the ground, fingers point back. It'll help open with your shoulders. And then figure 4, reverse tabletop. So notice how my hips are low here. So I'm going to press through my left heel to lift my left hip up as high as it can. Try to match that with your right, and then again at the same time, without letting your right hip lower, try to press your right knee down away. So feel this opening. As your right knee presses down, your right hip should be lifting up away from that. For 3, for 2, last 1. Slowly lower down. Both legs out in front of you. Shake, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Straight to the other side. Left leg over your right. Flex your toes a lot. Press your left knee down with the strength of your own left leg. Arms reach up. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. You can feel the resistance in your low back. Your legs extend up. You can find that length. With that length, breathe in. Then exhale, hands to the ground. Round your forehead there. Let that be the edge that you take up for today. So with a strong recognition of your own edge. And maybe left hand to left knee to press away. But even as you're pressing away, can you focus on the strength of your right leg as well? Flex toes to your face. Press your heel forward. Press your calf into the ground. Last round of breath. Through the center on an inhale. Hands behind your hips. Bend your right leg. Reverse tabletop with figure 4 legs. So same thing. Press your right heel down. Match your right heel, hip to right knee. And then match your left hip to your right hip. Press your left knee down and open. Drive your hips up. Last breath in. Exhale, lower it down.
Legs out in front of you, give them a shake. Extend your arms out in front of you. Slight tuck of your tailbone underneath and forward so that you can slowly unravel on your spine. One vertebrae at a time. Notch it down until you can lower all the way onto your shoulders and the back of your head. From there, pull your knees to your chest. Take a breath in. And then supine twist. Easy supine twist on your breath out. Take your arms to a T or a goalpost. Let both of your knees fall to the left. Now, this can be a less intense version of the posture. So as long as your right shoulder stays connected as you twist, if your knees get all the way to the ground, your hips are stacked, your knees are stacked, your ankles are stacked, you can't get any further, you may want to take it to a more difficult version of the posture. But if your knees touch and your right shoulder lifts, I want you to come back to shoulder touching. Then try to twist. If you try to stretch a rubber band, you pull it to the left, but you let the right side follow it, you're not going to get much stretch, right? Right shoulder stays down so you have a base to stretch from. You breathe into your right rib cage, your right obliques. Stretch it out with breath. Come back through center. You can separate your legs or keep them together. And then exhale, supine twist to the right, opposite side, whatever one you haven't already done. Take it there, even if it's not the one I'm saying. Make it about you. Left shoulder stays down, press it there. Knee on top of knee, ankle on top of ankle, hip on top of hip. Both shoulders down, and then breathe into your side body. Full breath. Through to center. One more time, hug your knees to chest. Make yourself into this tiny, appreciative little ball. Hugging in, taking some gratitude for your vessel, for the ways that it moves you, brings you through life, for the community around you. All together, breathe in. Shavasana on your exhale. Release your legs and your arms long on your mat to take up space. A few rounds of silent breathing. You allow yourself again to find this newfound sense of joy, this surprising sense of wonderment, even at something that you may have done hundreds of times. Shavasana. There's a tipping point with routines. It becomes more familiar, to the point where you find yourself in more of a groove. It becomes more natural. Then as humans, after a while, we get bored, overstimulated. The same thing over and over, it can become tiresome, irritating. Your practice through yoga is as you start to let go of those fleeting emotions, that sense of boredom, that sense of, I've already seen this before, I've already done this before, rather than looking at it through jaded glasses. Look at it through a filter of being something new. Not even new. There's something that you can see in a new way. It doesn't hold all that old stigma of being repetitious and boring. Something that is completely up to you and how you see it, the joy that you get from it. Commit to taking that practice off of your mat with you. Attach it to your body. It becomes a part of you. Take an internal smile for a moment, congratulating and accepting that new piece. Stay as long as you'd like, basking in this sense of openness and newness. Or begin to reawaken your body. Fingers and toes. Tilt your chin left and right so you get to reawaken your neck. And then good morning stretch. Reach your hands above your head. Maybe zip your legs together. One straight long line. Point your toes. Maybe flex your toes and transition between the two. And then pull your knees into your chest, squeeze them for a moment, and a little hug, a little acceptance for your source of mobility. And then Yogi's choice to find a way to a seat. Either roll up the length of your spine, you can roll to fetal pose first, and then transition up. Whatever seems most conducive to you. Use that to find a seat. Bring your hands to your heart, let your shoulders drop from your ears, let your chest lift up towards your ears. Acknowledging that there's light and love, a student and a teacher in one another. We bow towards one another and share the words. Namaste. Excellent work, yogis. Thanks so much for sticking around if you're still here with me. It was fun. I felt like my body had a bit of a breakthrough in them. It's the third time I've taught that class today, and third time's a charm, right? Because I feel open. I feel expansive. So hope you enjoyed it as well. I'd love to hear your feedback on this class or what you may want to see in the future. My Instagram handle is on here at JairPose. Add me, let's chat. And again, we'd love to hear your feedback on how these classes are feeling, how they're landing in your body, and what else you'd like to see. If you can, please visit blackswanyoga.com/live. That's where we have our teacher relief fund going. So donations are being taken there. They come directly to the teachers. So we appreciate your help so far. Hope to see you again next time. Namaste, yogis.